Are you wondering how to find the time to put in the work, to learn the skills, to expand your business while you have your job, figuring out how to ditch it? That's what I talk about on Ditch the Job podcast. And our very first episode, which dropped recently, I interviewed Tammy Patzer, and she shared with us how she went from having a job to tripling her income. I'm going to play a clip from that interview where we pretty much go over how Tammy was able to find the time to go to her job with the very long commute back and forth that you'll hear in the interview. But if you are someone who's looking to ditch your job in 2020 to pursue your own business, to like do a YouTube channel or do a podcast or do a book, this is going to be a really awesome clip for you. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on my channel in 2020, more like what you're used to, like dividend investing, business strategy. But this is a really great clip. You can find more stuff on Ditch the Job, which is the name of the show. But anyways, here is Tammy sharing with us how she found the time as someone going back and forth on her commute to be able to start her own business, grow it, ditch her job, and then triple her income. So I'm wondering, how were you able to because you mentioned you were like exhausted and stuff like that from the freeway and all this travel back and forth, how did you find the time and have the willpower to pursue the business on the side?
That is really interesting because, you know, you're trapped in your car. And when I was doing this, we did not have podcasts that were downstreaming into our car. I had either cassettes or CDs, and I would get cassettes or CDs. First, I started working on my mindset and believing that I could somehow magically change my life. But what would happen is, as I was driving, I would listen to different tapes or CDs about different types of work I could possibly do. And what happened to me was interesting because I actually was working at a job as this was in 2007 and 8. I actually ended up working as a consultant for a real estate company, helping them set up their social media. And I could see that this was going to be big. You know, Facebook was not a fad, YouTube was not a fad, and that somehow I could make this change. So I'll be honest, when I got to work and I was doing my work every day, I started to devise a plan. And the plan was that at some point I was going to quit this job I had, because it was an hour and a half commute each way. So that was 3 hours I was losing. I'd come home at night and there was Jim Cockrum, which he had a online program called Offline Biz. I would print out all of the instructions and I literally would soak in the bathtub and read all of this instruction about how to get new clients. And so I started as simply as that. I'd stay up, you know, I'd get home about 6 o'clock. I'd stay up till about 11 o'clock. And I would spend all of my free time focused on the escape. You know, that's really how you look at it. But I was able to use the money that from the job to help supplement this escape plan. And what I did is I decided I was going to do local social media marketing for people locally. And it happened that one of the potential clients was a doctor. And of course, they wanted to meet me. So I had a doctor's appointment. You know how when you have a job, you actually have some time off to you know, go to the doctor for your treatment. So I had a doctor's appointment. So I took advantage of that, and I look back at it and it's like, okay, that wasn't really honest, but you know, I was desperate. I was so desperate. And the beauty of that was, and you know the power of video, So I made videos where I would talk to the doctor. I'd say, "Hi, this is Tammy Patzer, and I want to tell you about social media." Well, he invited me to meet him, and this really says how powerful video is. When I walked into the door, I actually was wearing the same outfit that I had done my video introduction to the doctor. He hugs me because he felt like he knew me. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm onto something here with this video stuff. So actually, after I met the doctor, he actually became my client. Guess what the first service was for him? Video.
Oh, video.
It was video. And then I optimized the video. And again, I had no malice. I didn't know anything about really doing this. So I did the videos for him. I did, Q&A videos. And then I optimized them using the local town and the topic. And all of a sudden, all these videos were on page one of Google. And many of them are still there today because I didn't know anything about scamming the system. I didn't know anything about black hat. All I knew was, okay, he's in this town. This is what he has. So I would do that. So what happened is I got a few clients like that. I got a plastic surgeon, the doctor, a pest control company. And again, most of these people, I either had to have a doctor's appointment during the week, or I managed to talk to them on the weekends, because again, this was in 2009 by this time, and people were still expecting you to show up to meet with them. So I finally got enough money and I bought myself the 27-inch iMac computer. 5 days after that, the human resources lady came in and said, "I'm sorry, but we're going to discontinue your job." And of course I was like, I wanted it. I wanted my job done, but I was hanging on. And that's something many people do. We want the freedom. We want to get rid of the job because we are just over broke. I was working not just the one job, but again, I was trying to create this new business. Previously, I had 3 jobs at a time just to make the income of one. And at one point, I couldn't figure out why I didn't have any money. But think about it. I'm commuting. Gas at the time was $5 a gallon. And even though I had a Prius, that was still eating up all the money I was earning. And I bet lots of people see that. Childcare, gas, car, insurance, just time. We lose it. So there I was. I lost my source of income. But the good news was that because I'd had my doctor's appointments, I had a couple clients. And the following Monday, it was like all of these bricks had been lifted and I could focus. I could focus on providing service. I could focus on getting new clients. And this was in November. By December, my income had tripled from what I was earning from the job. And I was like, oh my goodness. I can do this. I can be self-employed. I can be an entrepreneur, but that was only the beginning.
And the great thing about entrepreneurship is, as Tammy mentioned, once you see that beginning, there's just so much more further that you can go. And we do go a lot further in this interview. I will be posting a link down in the description for anyone who is interested in listening to the rest of the interview. This is a new video style I'm going to be doing in 2020. I'm not going to be doing this for my main channel as much. You'll see this more. I actually have a custom YouTube channel for Ditch the Job, which we're going to be a lot more active on. Also, Breakthrough Success, Profitable Public Speaking. So definitely make sure you subscribe to those. We'll have links in the description so you know what I'm talking about. But Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I have a lot of awesome plans for 2020, and I'm just grateful that you're a part of the journey and continuing to follow me and my content. So signing off, what I want you guys to do is to dream big, achieve greatness, and unlock your potential today.